encompasses everything about her is loving. She's the most loving person I've ever met. One word that describes Corey is right off the bat, altruistic.
About Brooke, it would be dedicated.
Strong. Kat's very strong.
Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is beautiful.
Maggie's bold.
After graduation, I am looking for reporting jobs right now at local TV stations.
I plan on moving back home and then working towards getting my real estate license.
Moving to Washington, D.C. and I just got accepted into this really awesome internship program.
After graduation, I will be working for General Growth Properties as a marketing coordinator, which is downtown Chicago.
When I graduate, I am moving out to Boston, so I got into a volunteer service program for a year.
I'm interviewing with a company, an IT staffing company right now. So that's kind of what's going on.
Or so me like trying to do an impression of him.
Hi, my name's Corey. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
I guess it would be, guys, we need ice cream. No, we need the cookie. Guys, we just gotta do it right.
He'll tilt his head and be like, hey man, what up, man?
Easy.
Benny.
Do one.
It's just like beautiful long hair, just flip it in like a smile.
Hey man, what's up? How are you? I'm Corey Garrity.
Did I ever tell you this one time about in high school?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man, that sucks. I am so sorry. Oh, man, you wanna meet up and have lunch?
Alright, come on guys, let's take an Instagram photo.
No way, man, that's awesome.
Yo, that's awesome! And my best impression of Corey is my freshman year. Is a little backstory. I was really sick this one time, and I went cross-eyed a little bit, and now Corey and I do that to each other.
It was the very first college life club they had at Concordia, and so I went into it like not knowing really what it was. And they made us sit in the chapel for like, I swear, an hour. They're like, oh, it starts at like 7, and it was like 8 by the time it started, and I was like, is this ever gonna start?
So it was Valentine's Day, so everyone was in like red and pink and white and like all these Valentine's Day things, and me and Jaya showed up in these like green shirts from the visit day that we had worked.
And I was in this skit similar to what Corey was chatting about, was this cricket thing, and I thought I was walking on crickets. It was like the second time I was there. But in reality, I was walking on popcorn, so I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. But it was a funny first experience.
When I walked into the room, I definitely knew that there was something different about everything, about the people, the environment, what was going on, what was being talked about.
And one of the first things they said to me, they're like, no, it's really fun, you're gonna love it, just like wear something really comfortable. Like, we're gonna dance. And I'm like,
Well, the first time I ever saw him, I thought he was a gangster. Like, with his white t-shirt, his gold chain, with his, baggy looking pants. They weren't really baggy, but.
Well, I knew Maddie Schultz from ever since I was like a little girl, and so I had always like seen Hannah like on Maddie's like Instagram, and so I remember the first day, I don't know if this is like creepy, but the first day I came to like check in and like get in like the dorms, she was in the room, and I remember she like smiled and waved at me, and I was like, I know who you are, but you don't know who I am.
I didn't know anything about her. I thought she was quiet, kind of like me, so. But we actually met Hannah and Kat at the same time at 7 to 7.
Jaya, you have taught me to be brave and to be myself, and to do something even if it's unpopular or people don't think you can do it.
Oh, actually, my favorite memory is when he proposed.
I met Brooke. I knew she was one of my sister's roommates, but I didn't meet her until I came to college. I'd always heard about her, and I was like, okay, who is this Brooke? And she's like this adorable, pretty little blonde girl that I met.
Corey Garrity. This guy has taught me a lot of things. He's more like a role model to me. Coming to Concordia, I didn't really have that person to look up to coming in as a freshman, not really knowing anybody. And meeting Corey and just seeing him, Corey's the kind of guy that would go and see that person that nobody really talks to and be like, I want to go talk to that person. And that really impacted me a lot.
My favorite memory with Jaya would have to be
How did I meet Corey? Honestly, I don't know. Knowing him, he probably introduced himself at one of the college life things.
I met Jay my freshman year, lived on the same floor, 3rd Lindy, also on track team. Was very intimidated when I first met her. I was just very scared of her for whatever reason.
Well, my favorite memory that I had with Hannah and Brooke, and we've talked about this all the time, is when we went to Milwaukee for Hannah's coming back party from Italy, and we had the best time ever. We just totally experienced Milwaukee. We danced all night long, and it was the best night ever, and I will never ever forget that. Top memory of Corey, I have a lot of great memories of Corey, so it's really hard to choose. He's just so dynamic. There's so many memories. But I don't think the best one has happened yet because their wedding, Maddie and Corey's wedding, is this summer. And I honestly think that my best memories will come from that wedding.
My favorite memory of Kat is super simple, and that's why I love it. One night, well, she always goes to bed super early, and I always come in after she's fallen asleep. But this one night, she was still up, and it was because she drank a ton of soda, and she was just in a goofy mood, and so was I. It was the beginning of spring break, so why wouldn't we be?
I met Hannah when I was a freshman, and she was a sophomore, and she dropped her laptop. She was freaking out.
First day I came to Concordia, actually. The first time I came to Chicago, I met Corey. He gave me a tour of the campus and basically introduced me to what Concordia is all about. And I think it was with him and his help that helped me decide to go to college here.
Brooke and I met in choir here, actually. We both did not enjoy it, and we kind of bonded over that.
Corey I don't know if you can actually pick a favorite memory because he's just that kind of person where every time you hang out with him, you just feel like it just feels great.
A relationship panel with you, Kat, was really cool because we were both really nervous, and we were both going to be sitting in front of people and talking about relationships, which is kind of nerve-wracking. But we just kind of fed off each other and encouraged each other. It was really cool to do that next to you.
I feel like having college life has helped me to kind of fix my eyes on Jesus, and even no matter what vocation of life you're going in or what you want to do with the rest of your life, just to kind of realize that God has a plan for you.
One of the main things that college life has taught me is to just have fun. I think so much, especially trying to be a leader and even sometimes invited into leadership roles. You start to take things seriously, and you start to take yourself a little too seriously at times. I know I've fallen into that a lot. So I think college life has just reminded me to have fun, to just have a good time, be encouraged. It's okay to just belong. It doesn't have to look like anything specific.
Kat has definitely taught me just how to be more of myself and to be comfortable with that. And it's cool because she teaches you through the way of her actions. She doesn't talk a lot about it or give a lot of advice, but just she lives such a life that's just really confident in who she is, and it makes you want to be confident in who you are.
And he reads his Bible every morning. he gets up at least like 2 hours before he has anything, and he's just praying. So I think something that he's taught me is his diligence in life.
Maggie has taught me how to stand my ground. She's one of the toughest females I've had to encounter.
Word to describe Brooke would be inspiring. I feel like she's done nothing but inspire me to just be true to who I am and really just go after everything that I want for my future.
If I could say one word about Corey, it would be, that he's humble. He's a very humble man, He's a good guy.
I think I have a lot of hopes for the future of college life. I just want, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get emotional. I just want everybody to love it and just own it and make it your own, because it can like totally transform your world. And college life is what college life is the reason that it's the reason I stayed at Concordia, it's the reason that I was placed at Concordia, I firmly believe. So own it, make it your own. Yes, that is my hope. I can't wait to start crying.
For you, Jaya, specifically, that you understand your value and just understand your potential and how much you can work for other people.
Brooke is kind of quiet and behind the scenes a lot, and I think she's just really humble in the fact that she doesn't really expect any praise or adoration from anybody, which is really awesome. And she's just a really good person to look up to.
Probably the biggest thing that she's taught me is the importance of just loving anyone and everyone for who they are and extending that kindness to like literally everyone, because that's what Kat does.
In this next stage of Maggie's life, I wish that she has a wonderful time in Boston, pursuing what she loves to do, reaching out to others.
Just her kindness for people really encourages me just to do the same. I feel like she is so good at like investing in people and making them feel like genuinely like cared about, and that's something like I admire so much, and I look up to her so much for that.
Brooke's also probably one of the most loving people I know, and I think something she's like really taught me is just like unconditional love towards everybody you meet.
I would call Corey real. Corey is one of the realest guys I've ever met. He's very genuine. He knows he gets it. He gets it, I guess you could say.
Jaya has taught me to always love myself and to put myself first.
That a good conversation with someone, asking how someone's doing, not just like the shallow part like, hey, what's going on, but like really delving into like how someone's feeling, matters a lot to people and can make a huge difference in a relationship. Like a good conversation and a can of PBR go a long way.
Kat has taught me a lot of things. I think the biggest thing she's taught me though is how important it is to keep your eyes on God.
She is made for this. She is made for really anything. I tell her that all the time. She could do anything she wants. But God is putting her right in the place that He wants her, and I just hope that she embraces it with everything she has, and I know that she will.
Kind of wish I was here earlier, experience more things and go throughout the years with these guys, a great group of guys.
The fact that you can walk in a room with people that you don't even know that well, and that they care about you. And I don't know, you just can't say that for that's not how the rest of your life is probably going to go. And I just really hope that I have that, and I'm lucky that I experienced it in such a big way here. Wow.